Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to American Truck Simulator in the Back to Basics series. Trying to head on over to Missouri. I'm going to go ahead and take the longest run I can here. Also happens to pay pretty well at $41.23 a mile, so that will help. But we're going to go ahead and begin this 332 mile delivery. So again, since it's a World of Trucks job, we'll be able to rest here in a moment. But yeah, it's at DFA, which I don't know if that's Dairy Farmers of America or what, but that's where we need to go. We're going to be moving a tractor here. So,
go straight.
I knew we were going to hit that. So that was not great. Oh, this is a headquarters. I'm half tempted to just rest, but we can't actually rest here. We'd have to buy this, and that's certainly not what I'm looking to do.
Turn right, and then turn right.
And we don't need to rest right now.
Turn right.
But yeah, trying to get this going. Definitely, yeah, just finding less sim time in general, so... Oh, and now we get to... Oh no, we're green. I'm like, we have to pull in here? But no, we do not, so, okay. Now, what do I have? What's that red? Oh, I don't know what the red thing was there next to the 17 economy. Maybe... I don't know. I don't know what it was. So I'm assuming we're going to need to go left here.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Alright, frontage road is what it said.
Turn left.
I'm going to be going under the interstate, I guess. But yeah, there's the sign for DFA. So this is how we get there. So yeah, the news since last time, the 1.55 open beta is operating. What that usually means is that they're going to release the update in 2 to 4 weeks typically. So I'm anticipating that coming soon. It looks like it's going to have the next level of the driving academy, so I'll probably take a look at that as like a separate series, kind of like I did in the first group, but it's the trucking proficiency that will get us, you know, kind of up there a little bit higher. How do we want to take this on? Because once again, it's really a bit challenging here, but we're through. All right. I'm like, wow, this is not a simple one. And okay, so we just got to go way back there, but we should have enough room that I can kind of swing this around, and then we'll just kind of head on back. So get this straightened, or kind of straightened. Now, it doesn't appear that it's saved my adjustment. Well, I did that in Euro Truck, I guess, where I couldn't back up for some reason, like my controls had gotten messed up. So I had made it a shift in on the shifters, but I realized with that, my turn signals are on the same thing, so I might want to adjust what does that in Euro Truck, if I recall. Hopefully I will. Alright, so should be all set. Hopefully we're lined up nicely here. But yeah, I'm not quite sure why this works so well with the reverse portion, and But I may want to go ahead and change that, and I may do that to try to find a set of keys that works. Come on. What is happening? Am I stuck on something? I do not understand. Like, why is it not backing up now? Or is it now giving me the problem that I had? Yeah, now, just now that I mentioned it, now it's gonna behave that way, right? Alright. So I've done the page up. Great. So I've done the page up and page down buttons. So hopefully that'll work. Let's load up. All right. And then we'll get going from here. So hopefully it'll all work out. Again, it's like 332 miles, so I just reset that. So it is Dairy Farmers of America. That's what I thought, but
Turn left, and then
so
turn right.
Couple tractors.
Turn right.
So we'll head out, swing wide. And hopefully that'll work a little better. It's getting used to it. And the reason I wanted to do it in here and change the control as well is what I don't want to do is every 4 days be driving differently. I think that's just going to become more confusing. So I'd rather it go ahead and work the way I need it to, or, you know, the adjustment I've made, and do that. Yeah, it looks like the lights are on. Turn right. Okay.
Turn right.
Alright. The good news is that way if I'm like staying on the pedal kind of hard, it won't suddenly go in reverse like sometimes it used to as well. So maybe now it'll flag us to go and get weighed. Guess we'll find out once we go under here. Let's see. Nope, it will in fact do that, so we will exit and get weighed. And then at some point where we can, we will go ahead and rest, but it isn't here, so a little bit sharper of a turn than we'd normally have. But it looks like, yeah, at Lamar, like if we go around that turn, there's some places there maybe that we can stop. So yeah, my only concern is, again, the next location I'll be waiting at is kind of out, and so I'm going to want to probably take something from where I'm at, because it's not really in town. But we'll see. As far as, you know, where I'm ending. So that was the only hesitation I had. Oh, that was me. That was all me. Oh, boy. So, let's see. Will he pull away? He's backing up, I guess. Okay. I don't know that... I didn't see any damage pop up. Maybe I glanced enough that we didn't do some, but that was all me. I just pulled out. Oh, but I have a... I don't know. I have some kind of an engine light, so that I didn't have. So yeah, I probably have some repairs I need to do, which is not great. I see a scale, but I don't see any actual repair location there. I'm wondering if I... Let me see. Oh, alright. So a truck did pull up. I was hoping that it had not. I'm just not doing really well today. Because, yeah, I'm like, I need to just get in here and rest. I was going to go to the other one, but I'm like, that's going to be some tiny little thing. And I didn't think anybody had pulled up behind me, but obviously they had. Okay, how do we get in to the truck location? Can I not do that from here? That would really stink. Doesn't look like I can. Terrific. So now I'm, again, creating a really difficult driving situation. So I backed into someone, did some damage, and really for no benefit at all. Terrific. Because, yeah, I don't think it says anything about... Yeah, it's auto entry exit. I hadn't read. I'm sure it says auto entry exit here. Yep. Auto entry exit right there. Alright, so at some point we are going to have to fix the truck. So, because yeah, I've clearly done damage to the engine. So while we're waiting here, I'm gonna go look at the map. Alright, so if I'm going that way, looks like maybe... Yeah, there's a spot at the next exit, so we'll probably do that. Just it takes some time as well to get the repairs done.
And then turn left.
Which is not great, but...
Turn left.
Now we gotta cycle through the other part of the light, so yeah, just a little bit out of sorts in my appropriate driving. So, just kind of looking around, but yeah, we're going to Emporia, Organic Valley, delivering the couple tractors. So, there we go, finally. And then we'll get in here. Yeah, you would think with a big truck stop like this, we might have gotten lucky, but we did not.
Finding a new route.
And again, we've got plenty of fuel. Oh, we got an Aldi trailer. Alright, there we go. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna rest. So, bright and early. Now we should be able to head around. Go around the pumps and exit. Or actually, we can exit right there. So, that'll work. Alright.
Get ready to turn left.
So now we'll head to Lamar. Oh, I really want to make the light. Hopefully I can. Looks like I can. So that's good. Now we just need to go through town, which I'm sure will take a bit. Yeah, see, this would have been...
Go straight.
Oh, I guess there's a good amount of room there. It wouldn't have been too bad. So, not sure if they've had those inflatable wiggly men before. I don't know. I don't recall, but I'm guessing, you know, Kansas was, I guess we're in Colorado, so this is older. So I'm like, Kansas is a newer DLC. Maybe they added them, but never mind. This would have been way back in the day. He's doing a good job, though. Oh, he goes forward, back, so he's got more motion than I thought he did. But yeah, we got a few streets here. Now, Lamar, I think, is a relatively decent-sized town, so it's not surprising that there's a good amount here. Oh, and there's a train right in the middle of town. Look at that. Can hear it. There it is. A lot of coal.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Really? Okay. Guess we'll turn it on then, because we're gonna have a problem otherwise. Thank you. I'm like, you guys need to move. So now we'll be waiting for the
Turn left.
turn signal again. And now it's like stopping. Seems like it's stopping quickly. I could be crazy. I don't know, they're just hanging out on the corner. So we've gone a whole 16 miles. It's definitely taken a bit, and obviously it'll take a bit longer because of the repair. And again, I think at the shop we end up taking some time, which is not great. But I think it's the smart thing to do and just get myself in good shape. Because solid maintenance is always a good thing. And we're going to get stopped again.
Go straight.
Burger King. What else we got? Guess we can't really tell. Car wash? I guess that's a car wash, yeah. And don't know what we have here on the corner near us. Can't really tell. But I think this will get us out of town. So, should be soon. Sorry, not much else to share right now until we, see something to chat about or just get going, but it's been one of those days. Not a lot has been, I've been focused on some specific issues and getting those done. Alright, let's just make sure nobody's gonna squeeze by. But once we clear town, I'm assuming it will now accelerate again. Excuse me there. Yeah, I haven't been chatting much on recording. Was just doing a lot of editing, catching up on things that I had recorded the last couple days this week. But sun coming up. Obviously headed east, so kind of sun in our eyes. Alright, 45. I assume we're going to speed up in a bit here. Or not. Wow. Okay, well, we don't want we don't want a ticket or anything, so I guess we're going to slow down.
Go straight.
So this could be a little bit of a journey through Colorado this way, if we're not really on the interstate, which it doesn't look like we will be. Because, yeah, really, then I can't. Oh no, it is 65 now. I'm like, I can't go 65, I can go 60, but because usually 5 miles over they don't ticket you for, but anything beyond that they do. Okay. So now we're starting to make some miles. We've already doubled our mileage from everything we had done in town. But certainly some weight here with 2 tractors, so as one might expect, it's taken a while to accelerate. And I'm sure some of it has to do with the state of our engine and everything. That's probably not helping, and maybe we just really won't be able to get to max speed. We've got some sprinklers. Oops. You'd think since I'm just turning my head that I'd be able to stay on the road, but I guess not. Alright, down to 62. Yeah, I'm a little curious where the repair station would be. I haven't seen it. So, I don't know, maybe I missed it, or it's further away than I thought. It's one of those things. Because it did almost look like it was just kind of a regular exit ramp type thing, which we still could have. Doesn't look like we have a whole lot of roads crossing over here. But yeah, this is US Route 50. It's not Interstate 50. I don't believe an Interstate 50 exists, and even if it did, it would be going north-south, typically. I think it said entering Central Time Zone, so that would be obviously a flip. But that would be somewhere that we'd be doing that. Although, I guess we've got Nebraska with us? I don't know. I'm not sure. So now it's slowing us down because we have finally gotten up to speed, so it's keeping us at 65. So you can kind of hear, I think, the engine brake is what we're hearing. Not sure how well that catches on the recording. Alright, now we're going to have a median. Perhaps just around the bridge. Alright, and so maybe, yeah, this is where the repair shop is, so we're going to move over.
Keep right.
And yeah, it looks
and
like a TA,
right.
a Truckers of America, or, well, no, it looked like it for a moment, but now I'm not sure.
Right.
Not sure that's what I'm seeing. So here we've discovered all the cities, I think.
Go straight.
We will go straight after we fix our broken down truck. Like I said, hopefully this won't put our delivery time in jeopardy. Good news is this isn't like a city where we've got lights and traffic lights that we've got to wait on and so forth. So the entrance is a little ways down here, but this is part of the fun of truck simulators. Just they do put a lot of effort into these truck stops. So being able to see some of them, it's a good thing. Truck service, that's exactly what we need. Looks like a little bit of construction, small little bobcats, things like that. Skid steers. And then we just gotta figure out where where the service indicator is, because this may be the back. So I'm guessing I gotta come around the front here, but I'm gonna give myself enough room to swing. Oh, that does not sound good. Alright, service. Oh goodness. So yeah, tires are... So let's see. Repair, wear, damage. I think we're gonna replace... Oh goodness. We're gonna replace those. We're gonna repair, 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 and repair. And then here, again, repair, repair. We're just gonna... Do I want to try to repair these? Nah, we're gonna replace them. Alright, so we got that. Now we should be in good shape. Obviously, I think that's the tires. So I bet if I do that, it goes back to 0, but we're okay. Alright, so we're gonna exit. And again, because we have, I don't know if it's a service plan or whatever, but we don't have to, we only had to pay $393 for all that. And some of that may have been because the biggest thing was tires. And I'm assuming it isn't super accurate in how this works. It's also only 9:08 a.m., so it didn't chew any time up, which is great. Yeah, I don't know if you'd really be spending $4,500 for new tires for a tractor. I mean, again, you've got what, 8, 10? You've got 10 tires, so I think could be $455 a tire. I mean, given that vehicle tires sometimes are $150 or $200 a tire now, it might not be unheard of that a truck tire is that.
Turn right, and then
So maybe
turn
that's
right.
an accurate value. I don't know.
Turn right.
So he's gonna stop. Whatever. Okay. I get I was probably sticking out in the roadway a little bit, but still, it's just kind of funny. But the engine thing is gone, which is good. That's what we wanted. And now we should be able to continue on, but yeah, we might be getting
Keep
close
left,
to
and then turn
400
left.
by the time we're done here. Between all the detours we've had to take.
Turn left.
Alright, so we're going fast enough that I could put the cruise on here on the ramp. Looks like an Ashley furniture truck. But hopefully we'll be able to accelerate a little better because we have less wear on the engine. But maybe not. Alright, 100 miles. Not sure if it's slowing down for another town. Because we are going by some buildings. Alright, there's a photo thing that looks like we've done. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure we've probably gone through here. So I don't know that we're going to get a whole lot of new discovery. But, whoa, 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 whoa. Can I stop in time? I did not see them. Oof. Thank goodness. Okay. Yeah, it didn't make any weird sounds. Like, it was almost like grinding of the gears when it was switching. It was pretty bad. But yeah, it's showing me 235 miles to go. You gonna go, van? I don't know what that was about. I mean, I know I was close to it, but it didn't tell me I hit him or anything. That was odd.
Get ready to turn right.
Okay. So
Turn
I
right.
guess we're getting on the roadway here. Because, yeah, I'm sure we're going down and then we're going to turn left.
Get ready to turn left.
And then we'll be heading toward Dodge City.
Turn left.
All right. That's the part, again, the AI thing, like, why he did that. It's just very annoying. Alright, hopefully we can make it through. I really don't... Oh my god. We cannot get the light timing no matter what we try here. Unbelievable. Smithfield. Meats and I think usually pork and stuff like that. Oh, I remember the water park thing. I think that's what we took the picture of. It is kind of funny out here in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, I was thinking pretty soon I've probably got to get back to a pilot's life, flying, because otherwise my contract terminates, and that's a problem too. Although I think I did something in May, and I think we get 3 months, so in theory I should be okay, but I don't necessarily want to delay it too much, because we are ultimately trying to get a different contract there, get out of Canadian North, which has been a challenge for flying. But yeah, I need to find time to do that. But I did get all my TGC stuff done and some of my career things. But getting a little bit... Seemed to have better luck this week in the quality of play in my golf game, so... That's kind of moving things up a little bit. I'm going to play Big Trucker here, and we're going to say, no, I am not slowing down to let you pass, because I'm going to maintain my momentum. I don't know that the speed limit's much higher, because they are not pulling away, and they're not going to have the same problem I am going uphill. Now they're finally pulling away. Oop, a train. Probably more coal. I don't know that it ever really changes out the cars. It probably does, so maybe out west they have coal. Oh, interesting. A little pothole just kind of showed up out of nowhere. Luckily I wasn't off and to the right. It could have been bad. Sprinklers again in the field.
Keep right.
Not much of a choice, but yeah, it's just a median. Is it gonna divide the road in two? Maybe? No, not entirely. Just need to be careful. I don't know if they're really slowing down or if it just appears that way, but no, they are going down to 55. Does look like we have another town. Alright, yeah, this is Dodge City, so I'm sure. Let me just back off here a bit, because I'm sure we're going to have to slow down. And if nothing else, I'm sure there's going to be some traffic lights. Yeah, it's 40. I hear a train again. But yeah, I'm guessing we're going to have to go to the right. Oh, the train's right next to us. I didn't even see him. So yeah, he's got logs, no coal, so obviously they have some different things. Why are we moving? And it could be because the way we've got the gearing, but it's real automatic. It's not like I should be floating in neutral because I'm not holding the brake. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a longer route than I expected, just because I was assuming it was all going to be interstate driving across Colorado here. Clearly it is not. And so all the stop and go is definitely going to take its time. I'm guessing we've got a truck dealer of some sort with the question mark there. So it's interesting that we found these folks. As far as the cities, like, we're not theoretically newly discovering them, but the roads haven't been discovered. Don't know how that works. But maybe I was in another part of Dodge City? I'm not sure. Oh, we've got a viewpoint when we're passing right next to it. I do try to go to it and share, because I want to see it, and I'm sure you do as well. So
Go straight.
no, I guess it's good we are going straight. I thought the road just continued, but we're gonna have to make some turns, but it could have just easily turned us there. So yeah, I don't know what town we're at here. Scenic Overlook. That's interesting. That's kind of funny. I'm sure we'll see that sign, so we'll just let it do its thing. Alright, let's see what we see. Dodge City. Alright. But yeah, it's like... So are we overlooking the cattle? I was looking at the big sign, Dodge City, and I missed whatever the inset might have said, but it may be hidden behind the Truckee banner. Because, yeah, this almost looks like some big grain mill. There's the Dodge City Theater. But, yeah, transferring between truck and train, obviously. But little town. Walking a baby in a very old-fashioned stroller. I don't see a lot of those around anymore. They work. There's no reason you shouldn't, but... Alright, so we're going to need to swing a bit here. But yeah, it's almost... Oh, yeah, we're on our selfie stick. Okay, and this should get me out there. Obviously, I could rest if I had to as well. But yeah, at least we've seen things. Nobody's coming, so I can take a nice wide swing and get going. So, wind farm.
Keep right. And then turn right.
Alright, so there we go, and that may be
Turn
like somewhere down there, like you can see a little bit to the side. That may be how we had discovered Dodge City in the past. Because we clearly were on a stretch of road that was not there. I looked, I didn't see anybody, but since I have the run-up lane, I want to make sure. Because, yeah, alright, so it was the Amerigas here. And I'm sure it was when I was discovering, I'm thinking Colorado. See, now I don't even know. Am I?
Go straight.
It must be in Kansas. I thought I was in Colorado, but no, I think we're out of there. You know, I'm flying through here, and yeah, I knew it. Great. I'm like, I'm flying through here. I'm in town. What am I doing? Well, there goes my 2 weeks without a ticket thing again. The counter starts over. He's like, oh my god, this truck is flying through our town. Yeah, I was just trying to move along. Alright, but now we're on the outskirts, so we should be okay. There's 50. So, we're good there. And then hopefully it just goes to 65. Yep. So, between now and somewhere else, we'll see when the next town comes up. There's some little piece coming off there. Looks like just maybe we can pull over. There's no icon showing up on top of it. So I was thinking, I'm sure it is a rest stop, but it's just not showing up. Yeah, definitely somewhere you could pull over. Oh, look at that, the combine coming down the road. That's cool. I don't know that I've seen that before, so that's pretty neat. They have that on the roadway, and it may just pull up when you're coming in there. It may just be a trigger that it's always coming at you as you go by on this stretch of road. Because clearly, again, this is all new discovery. We've not been through here. But the good news is we're moving along pretty well. Coming up on lunchtime. A little bit of hills here. Definitely climbing. But nice sweeping. What is that I'm seeing? Weird trees. I was just trying to figure out what was coming out of the distance there. But yeah, this may definitely be bordering on my hour-long limit here, I'm feeling. Not quite what I had expected, but it's hard to pass up when you have the opportunity to get really close to the goal. Because I would say, unless just wherever we're at doesn't give us any jobs to Missouri, I would say next one we finally will be in Missouri. I think they got rid of the special event, which is fine. There was nothing I really was looking forward to from there. So, alright, I see a waste management, I see a rest area, another one. So, coming up on civilization again, 225 miles. But it might not actually ask us to do anything, which is great, because it looks big enough. Again, maybe we're crossing a different interstate or something. Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's just another county road, or U.S. road, whatever it is, but just a road. Alright, but we're coming up on 250 here. I think it's at Arkansas River. Airport Road, so maybe we'll see a plane. But it looks like we've been at this part, well, at least to the point where we made a U-turn here. Interesting. So whatever it was, we had come through here that way, so we'll get a little bit of it fleshed out, but yeah, that is interesting. Just wondering, I mean, normally I would be doing that because I had made some sort of mistake, but I don't recall at all what that may have been. So, sorry that I don't have much to share at this point. Yes, I'm definitely just kind of on the focused on getting to my delivery point, as I'm sure at some point a trucker would be, right? You'd be getting tired after 300 miles of driving. Now there's finally an interstate. I'm assuming we're not going to go onto it, but we may for a moment and then get to the community that we need to deliver.
Keep left.
Okay. Well, it looks like, yeah, we have to get on here somewhere. Oh boy, okay. That was, again, my fault. I thought there were going to be 2 lanes left. So this is 75. So now we're on an interstate. Alright, turn on the turn signal. Because again, I don't know if it's going to immediately... There you go. So it is going to have us immediately jump off the highway here.
Exit right.
Yep, Emporia, I know, is where we are going. But I think we have to pass Emporia and then end up somewhere out in the country, so... But other than like being on the, I think we were on I-10 or whatever interstate that was, maybe it was probably 40 for just a brief moment.
Go straight.
Alright, so it's telling me 40 miles still. Not quite sure why we're slowing down as much as we are. But we are. So clearly I missed some sort of speed limit again. Yeah, this is odd. This should not be this slow. We're literally going, what, barely 40.
Go straight.
Yeah, first I thought it was like, had like a thing on a flatbed, but no, there's like a pickup truck and then a bus ahead of him. So it just looks a little odd. Right, I guess it was just the truck couldn't really go up the hill, kind of like me.
Go straight. Keep right.
Alright, well, I see the delivery point. So it's just getting there. But again, somewhere where it looks like we've been.
Turn right.
I think it's right here.
Turn right.
Is this a dirt road? It is. Wow. Interesting. That's like a cutout cardboard, or a cutout of a cowboy on a horse. First I thought it was someone sitting there, but it was not. So we've been back here before, as you can see, so it's kind of interesting. Maybe when we get to the drop-off location, something will ring a bell. It says we still have 11 miles, so... Some logs. Looks like a really old harvester that has been abandoned or something, maybe? Not sure. And there's a John Deere, but he's just sitting there. He's not working. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. Nobody coming. Nobody coming. Yeah, it didn't really even tell me turn left, but I don't really have any other way to go. So it's not really a one-lane bridge, but when you're as big as I am, it kind of is. Alright, So up around the turn, over by those silos. Hoping we're not going to meet anybody coming the other way. Oh boy. This could be bad. So we're going to do a little bit of kind of drive past it almost to really get a good sharp turn in. That worked. Alright, proceed towards the red flag on the map. Now again, there's definitely a good amount of farms like this, so it's hard to say. Is it in... Oh, I see. Okay. So I guess we're gonna go in this way. U-Haul. Alright. So, I'm gonna go... Oop, gotta do my changes. So, go slowly here. And this should be easier to do now with the, because now I'm pushing the accelerator instead of pushing the brake pedal, or the back pedal. Let me just quickly check. Oh boy. See, now this is where it's not working, because normally I just hit the other direction and that would work, but I have to stop, change gears, and then... Whoop, no, that's not what I want to do. Come on. Alright, but yeah, he's basically kind of gonna probably unload these and store them in the Quonset hut over there. Alright, so get ourselves kind of tucked in here. Just need to be careful with the telephone pole. I don't know that... Oh, again. Trying to get used to the fact that I've got things set a little differently. Yeah, I gotta be careful with that telephone pole. Alright, now we need to go back a couple times and then turn a bit more, because we just really weren't lined up the way we needed to be. So this should be better. Just kind of go lightly. I can see the pole there. Alright. I think we're hitting it a bit. Not sure that I'm gonna get credit here. We are. So we'll take that. Hey, 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 hey. Alright, there we go. Do that, unload. Alright, 352. Can't imagine we've leveled up. But we got a good chunk. Almost 1,000 XP. So, not bad. Over 300,000 finally. So, pretty good. Definitely a longer haul than we've had in a while, so hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you haven't dropped a like or not a subscriber, please consider that. And I will see you next time.